One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. And when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Houston Cougars. And the Horned Frogs will put toe together and will get started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. So the Houston Cougars offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And, Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
They'll give it to the back. He's in open space downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. So TCU's offense will go to work for the first time today. They'll operate out of split backs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Behind the line, it's James. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll line up for a second down play. finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Horned Frogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Martin. At the 45 on his way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Hale. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Small. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds a spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Finding an escape route. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, It was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Breaks into the open.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Got it behind the line. It's Baker. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes the catch. It's small. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to throw it again. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Martin. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as...
Trying to beat the D deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make the big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Makes the grab. It's Baker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the tailback. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Got room to work. Smashes through the tackle. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Hale. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They just keep firing. Buys a little extra time. There he goes. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught near the sticks. It's James. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands. It's small.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a terrible, terrible shank. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I like the aggressiveness by this offense. The defense is probably thinking run, right? They want to get a new set of downs, get a first down. They choose to be aggressive, but they don't protect their quarterback. And now the defense has flipped the script. Now they got a 3rd down situation where they know they're passing and they can get after the quarterback.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. The option look. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. It's Hale. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. They'll go with a direct snap. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quick strike complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. A run for the quarterback. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the Horned Frogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Pressure coming. Slithers into space.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That's caught. It's small. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he's got it at the 10. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks. With the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! Great job by the back on the option. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Grab near the marker. It's Hale. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll leave it with him. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got his man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. Moving away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
He'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Direct snap. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute...
The quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
The offense back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
That's caught. It's James. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Leaves it with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Houston offense once again. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he just flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Gives it to the back on the draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here's the pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
That's caught. It's Young. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Power football with the run.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Working the middle. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback keeper. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And after that incompletion as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got to tie again. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
And the Horned Frogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. got it in the middle. It's small.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes it. On target over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for his man. Complete downfield. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
And that's what you told your running back. Hey, we're running the football up the middle. Put two hands on the football. Make sure you don't lose it. Square it up. Let's try to let this clock tick down as much as possible. And you're in an opportunity where you can kick the walk-off game-winning field goal.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Right down the boulevard. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ball game. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And here's the third interception of the night. Bringing it back. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game.